It's time for another dinner recipe. We're making a Southwest chicken Alfredo type pasta dish. Perfectly seasoned chicken, a tasty blend of seasonings for our creamy sauce, and my favorite, penne pasta. It's another quick and easy meal. Let's get started with the seasonings. To a small bowl, you're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and before we forget, add in half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, we're gonna mix this together and then set it off to the side for later. Next, we need 1 cup of chopped onions. I, however, love onions, which means I most definitely am going to use this entire onion. None of this 1 cup stuff for me. You can, of course, keep to the recipe. I choose more onions. We also need 4 garlic cloves, minced. And again, I consider this more of a bare minimum type suggestion. Use however much you like. Okay, with that finished, we're going to set this off to the side and prep our chicken. For this recipe, you'll need roughly 1 pound of chicken breast cut up into cubes. Remove any bits you don't want, slice up your chicken, and then cut them into manageable bite-sized pieces. This looks great. Let's go ahead and toss this into a bowl like so. It doesn't have to be a big bowl, just large enough to toss our seasonings with. To this, we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of honey. Add in half of the seasoning mixture we put together earlier. Give this a quick toss in the bowl, and once everything looks nice and well coated, we're ready to start cooking. To a pan over medium heat, we're going to add in about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. If you don't have any olive oil, use vegetable oil or any other oil you prefer. Once it's nice and hot, add in the seasoned chicken and cook for a few minutes on each side until cooked through, which, depending on the size of your chicken pieces, can take anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes in total. I like to start by leveling out my chicken in a single layer in the pan. After about 2 minutes, I'll check the underside to see how it's doing, and if it has some good color on it, it's time to flip and repeat the same process on the other side. Once the chicken has cooked through, it's time to transfer it to a plate. To a large pot on the stove, carefully add in about half a pound of penne pasta to the boiling water. In case you're curious, I added in a little bit more than half of the box. And follow the directions on the back of the pasta box to properly cook your pasta. Back to the pan we used earlier to cook our chicken. Over medium-high heat, we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of butter. Once the butter has mostly melted, add in the chopped onions. We're going to let this cook until tender and somewhat translucent. Then add in the minced garlic and give that a good mix. If you need to turn the heat down so you don't burn your garlic, go ahead and do so. Garlic does cook fairly quickly when in small pieces, and we definitely don't want it to burn. After about a minute, add in 1 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes, followed by the remaining seasoning mixture. We're also going to turn down the heat to a low simmer. Next goes in 1 cup of heavy cream. Add that chicken back in. Add 1.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. I'm using a mixed Fiesta blend as it's the only shredded cheese I currently have on hand, which is okay, that'll work too. Give that a good toss, let it melt, and then add in your cooked penne pasta. Oh no, we lost a few, very unfortunate. Lastly, add on any chopped cilantro or parsley for garnish. Here's an ingredients list. And that's another delicious dinner recipe. Very tasty! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out, and I'll see you all in the next video.